So Pat, talk to us about your opponent.
Shino Daisuke. I just felt like when I was fighting him, like he just wasn't engaging enough. He was only engaging by stepping back. And you know, my fighting game plan was like to stalk him around and let him work for a while. And just to see whatever opportunity I got to see him there, then I could throw my strikes in way better. So it's too tall for me though. So what I did to succeed in that game plan is to hit his body. Because I know he won't go for a shot for a takedown. Because I kind of read out he's more like a stand-up guy. And I see his ground games. He has a pretty decent ground games, good base too. But I kind of countered that over with him. So you know, even on the ground, man, I wasn't really like I'm just spacing myself, not in a rush. Getting some quarter pounders in there, pounding in.
How long you been in Japan now, Pat? On this leg? 2 years, 3 years?
It's been 3 years now since I'm working for T's kickboxing gym. 2 years as a trainer.
So
didn't expect to fight in there.
You started out as a kickboxer originally, and then you were Muay Thai, and then you went to kickboxing, and then you went to MMA for a little bit. Was there a big shift in your training when you went back to pure kickboxing?
Yeah, it depends on the sport, where I'm at and stuff, and I wasn't expecting to come back into the kickboxing training, and that was only life that I could base myself on. And the contract that they gave me the job at T's kickboxing gym, and the only work I can do for is training. But the fighting part, it was unexpected, but something in me that I need, I wanted to fight.
Nice, and you got the win.
I wanted to fight, but the reason why I wanted to fight is because of I'm 37. I'm 37 years old, and I need to at least had a couple more fights with this year. I mean, I got a whole bunch of the guys from the island in Guam, Saipan, all those guys in MMA. They're fighting in this promotion. They're already making it into the big hit.
Where, as a fighter, as a martial artist, when you're training or when you're fighting, do you think of a fight from a kickboxer's perspective, from a street fighter's perspective, or from a total fighter, or from like a MMA fighter's perspective?
I mean, besides the street fighting, but I think of the martial art. It depends where you're fighting, what promotion. You just gotta know based yourself on the rules and the regulations where you can. Where they're based on like MMA. So MMA consists of standing up. You can have it depends on your opponent, who you're fighting, and if the guys are more in standing up, so I can have I can take it that way, just standing up. If the guy is on jiu-jitsu and on the ground, then I'm gonna have to look for ways, strategy, to play, to try and attack it. But the thing is that that's his forte, and he's been doing it for years. Me, I've been doing years for my standing in kickboxing, and that was my main base, kickboxing. And I'm trying to see how I can implement that in his own game, because I know in MMA, my chances for winning in that fight is, I say about 40%.
For
winning in MMA, if I'm facing someone in the game of jiu-jitsu guys, the black belt is in the world, he's all he's gonna do is gonna come on to me trying to call me up and do some submission for their own forte.
So this is like for your next opponent.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So do you know when that fight is?
Not too sure, but probably in June, man. So. The final match is gonna be in June.
Are you gonna get right into camp? You're gonna give yourself a break?
No, I'm just gonna keep calling these guys. This is in flying them into, because I have a contract with T's, and I gotta promise get back into work and train.
Nice.
I know that the scenario around the gym is stand-up kickboxing, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be training a lot more standing. I'm gonna be focusing more on the ground on MMA, rolling around, getting my good base around. You gotta know what to do in that situations where you're on the ground, from the guard, half guards, tight mount, north south, full mount. But going with this guy's been in the world, so I'm not gonna pay that much around with him. So I'll probably be more on defense, stepping away, getting back, just posturing up and just giving me some punch in there. I'm now trying to find a knockout win. That's the only thing I could guarantee a winning in that with him is trying to knock him out. If you ever get a chance of standing out with me, and I know how he fights, like punching and taking down, that I'm gonna have to try to work hard for how to get my clean shot in for uppercuts. I gotta see what's the strategy for that fight.
Yeah. Okay, you're living here in Japan. You got the internet. You're hearing about all the Guam fighters fighting abroad. Before you were kind of the leader in the pack with the career. Now people are catching up. People are developing careers in Bellator, some in UFC, some in other events around the world. How does that make you feel? What do you?
I mean, I don't need. I mean, Bellator, when I see it was kind of big and it's happening, you know, and I'm just missing out on all of that opportunities around. But I was just taking my own time because, you know, I experienced so many fights already. I know it's just a big market out there and stuff that I wasn't really focusing in being a fighter, just focusing on my life, where it was taking me because I kind of read the future. But I guess somehow it's just the only availability for me, that the opportunity's been given to me in life, and I had to like trying to like think like, should I go through and is it really worth it, the risk of you know, getting to fight, and the way I see it, the sport, man, the way I see it.
Coming, you fought in K1, your career was kind of on a really good note, and then you came back to Guam, and then you were chasing culture again, and then now you're back to kickboxing. Where does culture fit into your universe?
It just happens along the way. I mean, I didn't expect everything to happen around like that. What happened in my history, it's like depends what my the current takes me, and I follow that path. And I follow the path when I see something that really I see as successful. I just go for it. That's when I took the opportunity, and I wanted to blend in and work with the guys around, and it happened, man.
Okay, having Frank here,
Yeah.
kid from Saipan who's chasing a pro career, and you have Kato from Japan, who kind of came to Guam the same time as you kind of started coming around to Guam. How does it feel to have them in your corner?
Well, I knew in my head, that's what I was reading on, because I'm getting into an MMA fight in real. So the kind of people I had to look into, not a kickboxer in the perspective of train kickboxing or MMA. It doesn't work that way. Like Kato when I first, the reason why Kato's been around, he's a veteran. Been around in the Shuto fight events, you know, he's good and he had the experience and his knowledge, and he's pretty known out there, and he has a lot of knowledge about it. And that's, you know, that's how I can see myself how to be success and go through his training method and stuff like that. You know, I thank him for coming around.
Oh, thank you.
And Frank is upcoming, like I know he's all jiu-jitsu and stuff like that, and I needed that from him. And I know his ability, his physical ability, his mental ability, and I base myself on these two guys.
Nice.
And it really helps me so big time for this fight, man. And thanks for coming on, Frank, man.
No, we're just support, bro. You you did the job, man. Okay.
Have any words for the fans, people of the island, who might be, you know, following your fight, getting a lot of feedback on social media about your fight?
Support and love, man. I just keep supporting him in my endeavors, in my way in life. through death whenever what happens to me in the life. You know, like when I come around, when I see a good fight around. Of course, winning and losing doesn't matter, man. But that's where I came from. I came from an island. I came from this little island in Rota. But I know the humbleness and the kindness of people's support around it, and kind of brings me up. Kind of helps me through all my career and life in fighting.
How is life in Japan right now? What do you have to say about an islander, a Chamorro boy from Rota, now living, teaching in Japan, looking at opening your own gym?
I just want to experience the outer life of being an island boy. You know? I mean, I've known a lot of things. I grew up with that culture, and I just want to learn another culture in every country around. I mean, there's so many people like in the island. You can, I mean, in the island, you know all your places, you know everything around. So small.
Two different sauces, so you get two plates.
And why Japan? Why Japan? It's just I had no idea what kicks into me to come, and it was just a destiny. You know, it was destiny. It was just a journey that leads me to here.
Right on. And you're back, and you won.
I guess it happens everything naturally.
And the most important question of all, are you badass?
No, man. Badass, see that's it's fucking. It's too tough, man. I kinda.
Are you badass?
No comment on that one.